Sheesh, thing looking nice. Literally just got home. I figured I'd go ahead and do a walkthrough for you guys. Slash build breakdown before I get in the house and get comfortable. And since I've been picking at it and getting rid of things that I don't want to use on the next setup. So, well, I just sold the injectors. Those were 800cc D-Works injectors. Don't recommend them really. It was a pain trying to get data for those. So, like I said, I don't recommend those. But 800cc's was all it was that, made the 700 on a dyno. Single 525 Hellcat fuel pump, Walbro, stock lines, except for the return. Except for the return, because, went to this guy right here. So, boost reference, a Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator, BMR tubular K member, 480 out of a Humvee, McLeod 1,000 horsepower rebuild kit, TCI full manual reverse pattern with the trans brake valve body. Everything else is stock on that. Shifter. Oh shoot, I forgot about that window. My bad. Well, Griffin stand-up radiator, something XLS. True Cool 40K transcooler. eBay intercooler. Iron block 6-liter. 241 heads. Low port and here and there. Nothing crazy. Stage 3 or 4 BTR turbo cam. Forced rotating assembly. ARP studs on the heads and on the mains, like how that one is. That's pretty much it on that. Here's our shifter. Oh, pretty sure this is a TCI. Got your 2 buttons. As you all know, it was on the Holley Terminator, but it was also on the stock computer as well. So you can do both. You don't have to go aftermarket if you don't want to. Lowering springs on the rear. Stock struts up front for the turbo weight. Custom / eBay turbo kit, CX Racing GT45R 76mm turbo, eBay 3200 RPM stall with lockup. That's pretty much it, actually. Dan's driveline, drive shaft. If you're faithful viewer or whatever you want to call it, you'll see when I had got that made. That hit me for like $700. But stock diff, perfect launch rear cover. I'm trying to show you guys. Yep. Perfect launch preload cover. That's probably what's been saving this thing. That and the fact that this thing cannot hook to save its life. Yeah, man, that's glow shift gauges. Back when I was factory ECU, I still was using the boost one on the Holley. Full weight car. I haven't pulled weight out of, anywhere full interior. I added way more instead of taking something out of it. But that's pretty much it, guys. Like, that's why I keep telling people, like, this is a cheap, thrown together build, honestly. It was not no top of the line, crazy amount of money spent on this car because I could not afford it at the time that I built it. So that's why I keep telling people, man, when I be out at meets and stuff, and I know how it is. You have the people out there, the grudge racers that lie about everything that's done in their car and like, oh, it's just eBay this and cheap that. Like, no, when I say the stuff that I told y'all, it was legit. The most expensive things really on the car was the trans, the engine, and the computer system, really. Everything else was really not that expensive. And none of this stuff is like complicated or out the ordinary. Stock bore, Like, anybody can remake this car. Literally anybody. BMR tubular crossmember for the 480 trans. Still stock torque arm. Yeah, man, it's really not anything crazy or just wild like people thought it was. Like, I tell everybody this, man, you don't need to spend no $30,000-$40,000 on a build. Like, does it help? Sure. But I've seen people spend that amount of money and break just as much as me, or if not more, and be down longer than me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I get it, you know, spend the money, get better parts, but there's no avoiding breaking something. Even if you touch everything on it, front to back, top to bottom, something is a weak link somewhere in there. And you make power is going to find it. It's going to happen. There's just no way around it. Unless you just don't drive the car, then sure, it'll last or whatever. But if you beat on it and use it for what you built it for, something is going to break. I'm sorry, there's no way around it. So in my head at the time, I was like, well, why spend all of that money if I'm gonna get the same results? So, I mean, with everything that I just told you, we made the 732 968 foot-pounds. I mean, I think that's pretty good. I mean, I know what I put into this car. I know what I did to it. Yes, it took me through hell and hot water, you know, trying to figure it out. But this was my first turbo build, so I learned a lot. I learned the do's and don'ts, and now that all my friends that move on from here, you know, they hit me up or say that they want to do something like this, I tell them what works, what don't work, what mistakes I made, how they can improve it, you know, all of that stuff, because that's what it's supposed to be like. But, yeah, man, that's literally it. LS6 intake that I had on top of that, plastic. And yes, it did not crack under boost. That thing seen 17.5 pounds like 4 times when a gate was been shut on accident. So, I mean, like I said, man, this build really owes me nothing. I learned a lot. Will I ever do another turbo car? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I'm gonna get away from it. I want to try some other stuff. I don't want to keep doing the same thing. Even though now I have it all figured out, I know what to do, and you know, it will be a lot easier next go round. I got other plans. So we're gonna go into the blower life with that engine up there on the floor once we rebuild it and dump it into 51. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for right now, really. This is listed for sale. That's listed for sale. Just waiting for somebody to pull up with some cash and come and take it. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. But for right now, I really don't have any more content unless I like go out to an event or something. I'm not spending money on this because I can't. The Corvette, I'm not buying anything for the Corvette until these two are gone. So that's chilling. Then I mean, the 51, it just exists. Poor thing. It just sits there. So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully this stuff gets out of here soon, and maybe I'll include you guys on the order and parts process for the build of the LS7. But I'm gonna get out of here, man. It's hot. I'm tired. So yeah, appreciate the love and support, man, on this build. People that's been there from the start, they know it's been a journey. It's been a journey. I'm gonna miss it. We had a lot of good times. Also had some bad times. So I'm just ready to move on to something different, something else, keep leveling up. Can't stay stagnant. So with that, we're gonna end this off. Sorry I talked y'all heads off, but a lot of people was on me about doing a build breakdown, and I honestly forgot. I was just walking in the house. I was like, let me just go ahead and do this because I've been selling stuff and I don't want to forget stuff. So that's that. I'll get back with you guys when something sells, I guess. And y'all just be easy out there, man. Enjoy the weekend. Got 4th of July coming up, so y'all be safe, have a good time. I'm gonna try to do so myself, and I'll catch y'all later.